To astro-planetary dance, the dance of planets. So today on 16th of this month, 16th November, Sun transits from Libra, which was his debilitated sign, now to Scorpio. Now before going further, we need to understand what exactly Sun represents. Sun is the vital source of energy. Sun is our soul. Sun is our ego, personality, our name, fame, because Sun is a shining star, and when he's there very good in your chart, everything is possible. All the energy, everything we get from the Sun. The earth basically works because of Sun, the main energy. That is what Sun is. Your soul, it talks about the purpose of your soul. So when Moon talks about what you think, when Sun talks about what your soul wants, the purpose of your soul. And in your chart, its placement speaks about the purpose of your soul. What exactly your soul is demanding for, what your soul is here for. Okay? So Sun is also the government because he's the king. So we see Sun as a government, your father. Any kind of government contracts, any kind of things related to government is all seen by Sun. So if somebody wants to check about a government job, definitely he will look at Sun first, which trikona it is, if it's in Dharma trikona or which trikona. So Sun basically represents all these things, and when it comes to your any of the sign, it impacts accordingly. So for example, like when it was in Libra, it was in debilitation. He was not happy. Now he's in Scorpio. But we need to see what Scorpio is again, because this will be a combination of all these things together. So Scorpio is a water sign. Although it's an house of the Rashi of Mars, the soldier, but it is an water sign, and that is the reason Mars do not hold this particular sign as a Mool Trikona kind of stuff, the very energetic sign. But Scorpio is a very energetic planet. Although it's a water sign, but it's a very energetic planet. Rashi. Okay. Sun coming over here. Now, Scorpio will have 3 nakshatras. Okay. One is ruled by Jupiter. The second one is ruled by Saturn. And the third one is ruled by Mercury. Now, Sun coming in Scorpio. And then 3 different planet padas. So when I talk about the first pada, I do not want to name the nakshatras and all. So first pada is Jupiter, which will be for 3 days only. The second one is Saturn, which will long for 13 days. And the last pad will be for Mercury. So you understand the basic quality of Jupiter, Saturn and Mercury, along with Sun, along with Rashi, the water Rashi, and all these things will have a combined effect with this transit. So I will start with Aries. Okay. So again, this video will be looking like a long video, but it is not, because you just need to see the initial video of mine so that you can understand what Sun is and what energies are gonna act together. And then you have to go back straight away. I will be mentioning the time. Go back there and check which particular Lagna you are, and you can check it from there. So now for Aries Ascendant, what is gonna happen with Aries Ascendant? Aries, number 1 will be written in the first box of yours, which means you are Aries Lagna. Okay. Now what is going to happen? Sun is going to transit in house number 8, which is a natural significator. The owned house of Sun is house number 5. What all is going to happen with this particular combination now? Okay. So in case if you are trying to hide something, this is the time your secrets can get out. So you need to be careful in case if the secret is in the interest of people, so good. In case you are hiding something which is gonna wrong, then it's a problem. Okay, so you just keep a check of it. Apart from this, health issues, high fever, because even Sun affects at this particular portion. It can be a headache, it can be some mental or not mental, basically health issues are up on the cards. In case this is a time when it's a punishment time, in case if you have done, and so a lot of places it will be written that Sun coming over here you will gonna get punishment. Not necessarily. In case if you have done something wrong, something bad, not necessary for this birth only. So in case if you have done something wrong, this is the time when you will get the punishment for the same. So if you have done something wrong, better ways to realize, it may be a very lower punishment or it may not. Okay. Apart from this, sun will be like, it's a karka, as I said, it's a karka for name and fame. So this time your name, fame, your reputation, sun is coming in 8th house into a dark house. So this time your name, fame, reputation may get impacted. So you need to be very careful what you speak. You need to be very careful with dealing with people. And you need to check on yourself in case if you're doing something wrong. I can give several examples you can understand that may crucify your reputation. So this is a time when these things can happen. You need to be careful about it. Apart from this, it will be also disturbing your accumulation of wealth. Wealth accumulation can be, and your wife will do well in case if she's working, she will do well. Apart from this, a special caution for Aries ascendant, you should not involve yourself in any risky business. So suppose you think that here I will invest and I will get money like this. No, it will not happen. So do not involve yourself in any kind of risky business. Do not go out for casino clubs or gambling. This time it is not going to be right for you. So this is all about Aries ascendant. Wait for some time, because now when from 8 it will travel in 9, there will be some good things coming in. So as of now, just keep yourself checked and be careful for any situation which can go adverse to you. This was all for Aries ascendant. Now for Taurus ascendant. So Taurus, it will be in your house number 2. So house number 2, if it is written here, which means you are Taurus ascendant. So for not Taurus ascendant, it will move in house number 7, which is the house of social partnership, your wife, your partnership. And sun is a natural karaka for which he owns your house number 4 of your domestic life. Now what is going to happen with this combination? For career, you will have an upswing. So you will have, you may gain some authority at work. So if you are working something, you might be given a new role and you gain some authority at work. However, at the same time, your domestic life will come into a problem. A lot of, quarrels, stuff, tough relations, in simple things, the things goes aggressive. So house number 4 will be getting affected. Okay. And obviously if this particular house gets affected, this is also the house of your comfort. This is house of your property. This is house of your, vehicle and all kind of comfort. So here you will face some problem. And I do not see a problem in terms of property and other matters. But yes, it will have the problem in terms of you, the relation with you and your wife. So because both the things are, showing the same thing. Apart from this, you may get bothered because of the health of your wife. And mainly if I talk about health, this time it will be mainly headache, because sun coming over here. So headache and some issues related to stomach. So these things. So this will bother you. You will feel like, is it a normal thing or it is going to be a big one? But no, this is a small transit till 16th of December. So this will happen in this particular situation. You just need to keep yourself cool and calm. Your children will do well. Minor health issues, nothing. I cannot see a major one. And apart from this, your mother. This time your mother is gonna be into a very good and comfortable life. She will feel happy. She will feel good. Sometimes when I see this particular aspect, so I think, is it because the relation and everything gets obstructed, or the situation goes bad? Is it because the relation between you and your wife and your mother? It can be. I'm not sure. It will be different for different people. So okay, kind of stuff. Just keep cool and calm. A lot of good authority and everything is gonna come to your place. So enjoy those things, because you'll be more into your office right now, because of the new role or kind of authority you get. But do not get that authority on your mind and impact the same thing at your home. That can be one of the reasons of all the quarrels. Now for Gemini ascendant, a very good time, because now for Gemini, it will be transiting in house number 6. And natural, he owns your house. For all Gemini ascendant, he holds the house number 3. Okay. So this time your courage will boom up. You will be more courageous, and you can do, and this is the best time to do all the pending tasks. If in case if you were saying, okay, I will see kind of stuff, so you please go back and complete all your pending tasks. Government favor is going to be very good for you. So this time, if you're into any kind of government contracts, or if you're looking for a government job, or these kind of things, you'll get a favor from, because Sun is with you right now. Okay. In case if you have opponents, people who are trying to, be a rival of yours, sad time from them, because you will definitely go back and put them in place where they are supposed to be. You will hold the upper hand on your enemies. And career, your name, fame, this all will exaggerate. It will be lightened up. So very good time for Gemini Ascendant. If you use this particular time properly, it is gonna give a very good result to you. First 3 days, so I just link something. First 3 days will be ruled by Jupiter, nakshatra of Jupiter. Second 13 days will be for Saturn, and third, the last phase will be for Mercury. If I go back and correct from this aspect, Sun coming over here, first 3 days, knowledge, learning. Next 13 days, it will be like karma, more karma, because Saturn's constellation. And the last one will be when you can use your speech. And this goes for all the Ascendant, depending upon their chart placement, but this goes for all the Ascendant. So a good time for, overall a very good time for all Gemini Ascendant. Obviously, your individual chart will be different for different people, and your Asta Virgo placement and the sign of what the planet gives in, that totally depends upon that. So that's it for Taurus and Gemini Ascendant. So now for Cancer Ascendant, it will be in your first house. It will be written 4 over here. Sun will be transiting in house number 5 and is already owning the house number 2. What all gonna happen now? So wealth gain is clearly seen, because he will be aspecting your 11th house. So wealth gain is obviously on card. This time you can try for that. Apart from this, the major problem what I can see is the emotional disbalance. In this transit, you may have some emotional disbalance, and because of which even you become arrogant. Your arrogance will increase. And some other situations which has been very clearly for Cancer Ascendant as of now. It cannot be for everybody, as I say, for in all my videos. It totally depends upon your Asta Virgo placement and all. So what exactly is going to happen, that this is the house of intelligence and children as well. So this time your children may face some health issues. They might face fever, headache, stomach issues kind of stuff, but that is not going to be very high. But the major problem what you're going to face from your children, that they will not hear you what you are saying. And this time, in case if they're not saying anything, they were just keeping quiet, they will raise their voice against you. So that can be one of the reason why the emotional disbalance and mental problem can happen. Apart from this, I can see job change, and like this all situation will also create wealth gain at one point. So obviously a job change can create a wealth gain. So that is the reason I said. So job changes are seen on your card. Apart from this, in case if you are in any kind of debts, if you have taken some loan, and if you want to pay off, this is one of the good time. So Cancer Ascendant, overall you have to manage your emotions. You have to manage your emotions, right? Things will fall in place. Not a problem. Your wife, again, so gain is coming from a lot of ends. Your wife, and even like she may change a job, or she might get some gain from some business or whatever she is doing. So this is a time when your wife will also have some gain. So that will be coming to your home. So with all these things coming in, I can see that yes, you are also gaining, your wife is also gaining, and all these things are talking about wealth. This wealth creation and coming towards wealth may neglect some of the other aspects of the family, and because of which your children might get aggressive, and all this situation creates an emotional disbalance in you, or you and your wife not meeting properly. You don't have time. So these all things can create such issues. So just keep a check what exactly is happening around you, and then you can better analyze the things what I am saying, and you can act accordingly. Now for Leo Ascendant, Leo, it will be written 5 over here in the first house, and it will be moving. Sun is gonna move in house number 4, okay, and it is owning the house number 1 of your chart. Very good time, Gemini Ascendant. So Gemini Ascendant, I'm sorry, this is for Leo. I'm sorry, this is for Leo. So Leo Ascendant, this is a good time in terms of any dealing, any relationship, any kind of contracts with government. So people, especially for government employees, in case if some government employees are waiting for a vehicle to come in his place from the government, or house, or any kind of benefit from the government, this is a good time. You will definitely get that in this 1 month period. In case if you have not applied for a house, government accommodation, you can. In case if you're not done for a vehicle, please do it immediately, because this is a time when you can get these particular things. Apart from this, your mother health issues will decline further. In case if she is already in some health issues, it will decline further, and your wife will get some gain. She will be like in her position. If she is working somewhere, she will gain in position. If she is in business, her business might expand. Sun bringing more light towards it. Okay. With all these things, the major problem, I would say the vital problem, the main problem what I can see here is the differences in domestic life, the tiffs, the domestic harmony getting disturbed. That is the only thing I can see over here. Apart from this, in case if you're looking for a new vehicle, or if you're looking to add some property or buy a new property, this is a good time for you. You can go back and do these things. So overall for Leo Ascendant, good time. You can again, so for you as well, see your surrounding, what exactly is happening around you, and based on that you can analyze and apply my predictions on yourself. Okay, so good for for Leo Ascendant. So for now, for Virgo Ascendant. So Virgo Ascendant, for you, Sun is going to transit in house number 3, and it already own house number 12. So what is going to happen with this combination now? Wealth gain is seen from your cards. So you will gain wealth. Now, Sun moving over here, it will increase your determination, your courage. And because of that, you will be very tough for your rivals now. So in case some, your opponents, your rivals, they will not be able to flunk now. You will be getting them off and set them at the place where they are supposed to be. Apart from this, the problem here is with your younger sibling, because this house also denotes your younger sibling. So you may have some problems, some relationship, differences in relationship with your younger sibling. And so this time the problems will come on your way. But at the end, with all these problems coming in, you will be able to manage these problems very well, because your courage and your determination has gone up. So this situation will end up into a good note, and you will get success. Apart from this, when I talk about your job prospects, yes, you can think of a job change in case if you want. Short distance travel and even long distance travel, in case if you were looking for some travel plan or something is, you are looking for some foreign travel or foreign related some task which is pending, this is a good time to do that. And you will also go for a lot of, some of you will go for a spiritual journey. It can be some event related to, spiritual things. Okay. So short distance travel, some minor journeys, and that will be coming all of a sudden. Okay. Your contacts now, because of all these things coming in, your determination going high, you will be speaking well, you will be, your name and fame will increase. So you will see a sudden, with all these things, you'll see a fame, name coming on your way. And this will also get you, into some good relations, contacts with very superior people, people from high, So for example, in case if you get to meet Shah Rukh Khan or Amitabh Bachchan and you get good dealing with them, so you will be meeting people of higher authority, higher society, higher higher powerful people. So this is the kind of situation what I can see here. So overall this transit is good, but with this courage and determination, it can also create harsh speech. Not exactly, but I'm just talking from that perspective, because when you become very confident, very determined, so anything come your way, you just boom off. So that may create, so you have to get a little control on that, because that particular aspect is looking at your younger brother, your people who are walking along with you. So this kind of situation can create a bad relation with them. So that you need to control. Rest everything is okay, and in fact better. Okay, so now let's go for Libra ascendant. Libra, your sun is gonna move in house number 2, and he holds the natural house of your ascendant, Libra ascendant, house number 11, which is house of gain. Okay, now here with some situations, tough situations gonna come for you, but you'll be in all this situation, you will be able to accumulate some money. You'll be able to accumulate money. And in case some people who are looking for a second marriage, and person obviously for any XYZ reason, if you're looking for a second marriage, this is a good time. You can look for a second marriage this time. Okay, good event in family, or your family, there might be some marriages in your family. Okay, headache, fever, and especially eye related issues. And if I say eye related issues, so it can be some infections, it can be some kind of burning issue in your eyes. So that can be very prevailing in your chart. So mental issues like anxiety, unnecessary fear, tempered situation may come in. And so health related issues, even in your headache. So normally headache can come from different ways. Okay, so I will just tell you, just take a lot of water. When you take a lot of water, so your headache goes up, and if you can take some warm water, that will be better for you. Increase the intake of water. Okay, apart from this, you will be getting government favor. So in case if you are into some government contracts or in some government profession, here your superiors will be supporting you. And the same thing happens if you're working into a private organization. There the government is your superiors, your bosses. So here you will get favor from your bosses. So overall, good period. Now let's talk about Scorpio ascendant, number 8. So as you know that sun made a transit in Scorpio itself. So here it will be in house number 1. So 8 will be written in house number 1, which means you are a Scorpio ascendant. And here the sun is gonna move, and he is the natural karaka of your house of profession, Dharam Kshetra, Kurukshetra. Okay. So now what is gonna happen? Professional life is gonna be good. Hurdles will definitely come in, but it will be good. And why the hurdles will be coming in, I will be telling you about that as well. So government favor and promotions in your profession is very high on cards. So in case if you're looking for a promotion, if you're looking for some good roles, promotion always do not mean that you get a designation promotion itself. It can also be a new kind of role. Okay, so any role, if you might get some expansion in your power, expansion in your area of work. So this can be seen here. So profession, promotion can be looked from that perspective as well, in case if you're not due for promotion. People who are looking for government jobs. So in case a Scorpio ascendant is looking for a government job right now, or if they are trying for a government job, this is a very good time. So in case if your examination is falling in between this period, good time for you. And again, everything depends upon what exactly promise has been given by sun. Okay, so what promise he has given in your Ashtavarga chart, it completely depends upon that. So everybody from the same transit, from the same Lagna, would not have the same effect. Okay, so what all these are the things which are like good, which are gonna happen. Family life, health issues, and you might be away from the family. So these 3 things are there. And apart from this, relationship with your wife or your husband, like your spouse, may also get into a problem. Now, why all this thing gonna happen? Because with this particular placement, your ego, your aggression will go pretty high, and that can create the bad relations in terms of any kind of partnership. If you're in partnership with something, or with your spouse, or with your people around, your aggression and your ego will be creating problems. So if you control this particular aspect, and obviously if aggression and ego is coming in, it will also be impacting your health. So in case if you are able to control this particular aspect of the situation, this transit is gonna be in your favor. So what to do now? I suggest you better, for this particular time, it is very important for you to go back and do some yoga. Okay, do some yoga, keep your mind cool and calm. Things will happen in your favor. So you understand what is the problem and what all best you can get from this particular transit. Okay, so utilize, do yoga and do well. Rest, everything is okay from the planetary position and your for people who are from Scorpio Ascendant. Okay, so that is all about Scorpio Ascendant. So now for Sagittarius Ascendant. For Sagittarius, Sun is moving in house number 12, and is the he holds the house number 9. So for any Sagittarius Ascendant, he will be the owner of house number 9 of long distance travel, foreign journeys, spiritual aspects, father. And when he makes a transit in house number 12, okay, so this is a problem over here. So house number 12 denotes a lot of things. I would not go deep into it. I might have said in my other videos. So what is going to happen here? It totally depends upon how your sun is placed in your chart. In case if his sun is placed good, he holds a good strength, obviously you're going to get very good result. Otherwise it will create issues related to those aspects of your life. So if I talk about people who are like in foreign countries and they are expecting some of the good news, they can get good news. Your father will act as an a good support to you at this particular time. In case if you're looking for a long distance travel, you can think for it. You not even think for it, you can go for it. Okay, apart from this, in case if you're have applied for a PR, or if you are trying to go and settle abroad, this is a very good time. You might get your invitation to apply, or kind of a government favor from there to come and join. Health benefits, yes, it is in case if your sun is good. Otherwise, you will have problem in your eyes, in your in your stomach upset will be there. Fever may come up. Now this time you may have problem even in sleeping, your sleeping disorder in case. So all these things if the sun is not well placed in your chart. So sleeping disorders are seen from here. In case if you're a person who loves to break law and try to jump red lights, this is not a good time for you, and even for the normal people as well. So in this situation, if you do something wrong, you will get punished, and this can even go for a fine, a jail. So any kind of situation can come in. With all this situation, yes, if you're looking for a foreign job and if you're looking for a business from foreign country, a very good time for doing that. You can think of and you can try for that. Business, export, import is also seen from here. Long distance travel, I already said that. And in this situation, if the sun is not good, so you may have to run towards hospital, not necessarily for you or your family, for others, but there's a chances of going to a hospital to see somebody, some of your friends or family members, whomsoever it is. In case if your sun is debilitated or it's not in a good position, then only it can be with you. Otherwise normally, but yes, a hospital or jail, all these kind of scenarios are coming in. It may not happen, but depending upon your Ashta Varga chart and the placements. But these good and tough aspects are seen from this transit for any of the Sagittarius Ascendant. So I think I covered all. Now let's go to Capricorn Ascendant. So for Capricorn, Sun is gonna transit in house number 11, house of gain, benefits, okay, hopes and desires. However, it is the natural significator, like he holds the natural house of house number 8. So transiting in house number 11, but the karka for house number 8. So everything's sudden gains. You're not expecting something and suddenly you got some, that particular gain. You might be waiting for something since long, and this time it might have gone from your mind that this benefit is gonna come to me. Suddenly this benefit comes to you. So this kind of situation is in, obviously your father will, help you, he will favor you, favor from your superiors, from your government, in case if you're working in a private organization, so benefit from your superiors, bosses. And in this particular time, you may go for some kind of reward and recognition at your workplace. Apart from this, if I see this sudden, gains, expansion of your area of opportunity, your authority kind of stuff, and even promotions, as I already said, promotion is not always a promotion. It can be a higher role at the same level, at the same salary. Okay, but all these things are coming into sudden situations. Okay. So in case if your sun is not that good, or if it is very, into a problem, then this situation might not go the same way. As I said, it may have sudden ups, may have sudden downs as well. But nothing to get worried about, because sun transiting in house number 11, even if it is not that great in your original horoscope, it will at least control some of the negative aspects. So now for Aquarians. So Aquarians ascendant, what is going to happen with you now? What do you say? Amazing. Your sun is going to transit in house of profession, and it is it holds the house of any Aquarians. It will be holding the house of like house number 7 is his original house for any of the Aquarians ascendant. So what is going to happen now? He's moving in house number 10, and natural significator over here for the depositor of house number 7. Now what is going to happen? Authority. You're going to gain authority now. So people who have, all this depends upon the position of your original sun in your natal chart, how it is reacting and what promises has sun given to you. It totally depends upon that. Okay, but yes, as of now I can see gaining authority, new position, expansion of your area of your area of work, your dignity, your name, your fame, your outlook towards people. It all is gonna be good. People will be looking at you like, yes, he is someone who can do well, who have a lot of good skills, because it will be shining up all your good skills. Your partnership will, your partners will be coming your way, and they will also feel very good about you. Now, the issue so obviously with a lot of good things, the issue also comes in. So, how it is going to happen? You will be more occupied at your area of your Dharamkshetra and Kurukshetra, which is your house number 10, your house of profession. And because you'll be more and more in new position, new authority, and a lot of new responsibility will keep you very much engaged at your workplace, and this will, in turn, will affect your domestic harmony. You might not be able to give a lot of time to your family. Your wife becomes upset. You are more into work, so you might not feel that comfort at home. Okay, and so with all these things, good things coming in, people also come in ego, and this is very clearly seen in your chart, and because of which you will have ego issues, and that may be the main reason why you may have more tough situation at your home. In case if people are in some government job kind of, so people who are in government job, so for them this particular position is not going to impact much, because in case if they are in government job and working from some like home ministry or anything defense, anything when you are actually saving your house, you're working for the country, you are saving the country kind of stuff. So for them this is gonna be good. It will be in fact be better for those people, and they will be doing well in this aspect. Okay, so apart from this, I can see everything going good in terms of your house of profession and other aspects of life, but the only thing I can see is to control ego. If you control your ego, this prayer is gonna be very good for you. If not, then even if with all these things, the life will, and you will be coming into mental stress and tough situations. But this all depends upon your Ashtavarga chart and the kind of promise what Sun has made for you. Okay. Now for Pisces ascendant, the last ascendant is Pisces. So Pisces, you need to come out of fears. You need to come out of your mental stress. Situation is gonna be like Sun is going to transit. In fact, transited in house number 9, which is the house of luck, your father, your religious activity, your Dhan Trikon. This is called the Dhan Trikon. And in the original Pisces house, it holds the house number 6, the house of obstacle, problems, hindrance. But it is also a house which talks about how good you are to, struggle, how competitive you are. So it is not always to be taken bad that it is a house of diseases and all this problem. It also shows the quality of yours, how good you are at fighting, how good you are at repelling the situation, creating competition. Okay, so this is the situation, and because of this you might felt a lot of health issues, your father health, elder siblings may create problem for you. You may not have a very good relation with your elder siblings. Success will definitely come. It is not that with all these things success will not come, but what I talked about, the mental stress, you have to come out of your mental stress. For sure, if you come out of your mental stress, you are gonna get the success. Okay. Apart from this, I can also see a foreign travel, a religious journey. You might take some spiritual journey. Okay. And just be aware of your mother's brother, which is your mama. I'm not saying bad about it, but in case if you do not share a good relation, do not get more indulged into it. Get out of unnecessary disputes. Okay, this is what is seen from this particular transit. Overall, for Pisces ascendant, you just have to control your mind. Okay, so your job transfer is already there. You might get a job transfer. You will be more spiritual now. Success will be there with a lot of hard work. So all these things are there, but the only thing is the mental stress. In case if you're going to get a transfer, as of now you don't know what is going to happen, and if situation is prevailing towards a transfer, you don't know if this transfer might be good for you, and you are thinking, oh my god, I might get transferred, I might get away from this particular people whom you like. So just get away from the mental anxiety. The things will definitely go good for you, and focus strongly, very strong focus on your work, which will definitely give you the success. This is all about the Sun transit in Scorpio from 16th of November till 16th of December, the 1 month period. Starting will be from the sign of Jupiter. The first 3 days, the second 13 days will be for Saturn, and the third and the last will be for Mercury. So what I see here, that initially you will have a lot of learning. So you have 3 days to learn. Then you have to be into the karma kshetra, because the karmic situation, Saturn makes you to work hard for all the gain, all the benefits you want. And the last would be when you learned, you worked, and now you have to deliver some speech. This is also, this is a way how you can look at it. Not the exact one, because all depends upon the individual charts and everything. But now this is the complete scenario. Now what to do? I already said for some of the people to control your ego, then do some yoga, control aggression, because when Sun is coming in, it will create that kind of heat, that kind of aggression, ego, to show up your personality. Or if you get that kind of name and fame, your ego may come up. So these are one of the basics. When you can control your ego and your aggression, your temperament, things will go in your favor. Okay, because that is not only going to affect the people around you, it will also be affecting your internal health. Okay, so apart from this, what other supports we can take for this transit? For Sun, go back and offer water to Sun. Some of you can go back, put some flower, yellow flower in that, chandan, rodi, sugar, and offer the water to Lord Sun. Do Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar, you must be knowing there is a complete exercise, but if you cannot do that, just in the morning when it is red, just go back and do like this. Just check your, just put your hands together and do like this. Apart from this, if you have an option, people who are staying near some river, you can flow some jaggery. You can just donate some jaggery there. You can donate some jaggery to monkeys as well. You can offer water in copper vessel. Pray Lord Surya. If you can do Surya Namaskar or any kind of Surya mantra. And Lord Vishnu is one of the very important thing for any kind of issues related to the planet Sun. Okay, Vishnu Sahasranam, in case if you know or if you do not know, you can just play a recording from somewhere and you can see that Vishnu Sahasranam. So these things are the common remedies for in case if you have issues in this particular transit. Rest all depends upon the Almighty, the God who has given us this transit and situation. So let's see how and what he talks about, and the sign of which planet has done. Planet Sun has given in this particular transit in your Ashtavarksha the kind of a strength, the kind of promise he has done for you. This all depends upon that. So that's all, friends, for the Saturn transit. I'm sorry, Sun transit. Okay, that's all for the Sun transit. In case if you like my video, please share with your friends, okay, so that they can also take the benefit of it. And please do not miss to like, subscribe and share with your friends. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Astro Planetary Dance, the dance of planets. Thank you, friends.